I'm here to introduce two of our speakers, Rajasekhar and Ravli. Rajasekhar is one of the coordination committee members of Swechha and a Debian packager. Ravali is a hacktivist at Swechha and she's part of the Debian Telugu localization team.
Hi everyone, welcome to the MiniDebConf India 2021. Thanks for attending the workshop. I am Ravalisri, hacktivist at Swechha. I completed my Master of Technology in Software Engineering. My co-speaker is Rajasekhar. He is a coordination committee member at Swechha and he works as a system administrator in newsclick.in. So today we're going to share our knowledge on CI/CD present in the GitLab and how it has changed the production of software in Today we're going to discuss on CI/CD present in the GitLab and what are the changes made by it in the software industry. CI/CD are named as continuous integration and continuous deployment. Continuous integration can be explained as it runs automated build and test steps to ensure the code changes reliably. When we develop a software, we follow to the stages like plan, create, test, deploy. Many developers make the manual changes and the mini changes into the scripts of create, build and deploy. CI makes it automatic, which makes less manpower and in less time we can deliver a reliable product. All the changes we make in CI/CD and we can merge into the central repository. We can view the status of the project and how the changes are to be done within a less time and within a less human effort. CD is described as a continuous deployment, which is a quick and seamless method of delivering the code to the end users. It can be mentioned as the whatever the way developers choose to push the code into the deployment stage. Here we can read the CI/CD overview. In continuous integration, we can see many methods to be followed, and few of them are code quality. We need to check the code quality when we write a CI, which means we have to follow the rules of the language. We need to check the indentation, we need to check the syntax and how qualified code you have written, which means within a less number of code we need to deliver a good script. And the next is performance testing, which is we need to test the performance of the code, how it gonna run, how it gonna help, thus the code is compatible in all the browsers present in our software. Other is the JUnit, which is the kind of unit testing we need to when we develop a software. It is necessary to break the code into the unit wise. So when we test the unit wise code, it helps in finding the errors quickly and it helps in resolving the errors with less human effort, which means if we can find the error in the first stage, we can solve it there only. Otherwise we need to check like where is the error is, and for the end product we can't deliver the on time. So other is the package, which is container registry. We can mention like whatever the code changes we have done, we can make it into a package so that other can also make use of it for their development. Here is continuous deployment. As I mentioned, it is automatically deployed to production. It releases the product is deployed in a GitLab releases Here we can see the continuous deployment where the product we can view in a GitLab releases way. Here we can see the continuous deployment where we can view the auto deployment. Here we can see the continuous deployment where we can see the automatic deployment to the production. The CI/CD can be written the ci.yml file to write it is CI/CD. There are many file extensions are present. As you can see that one is a YAML, which is YANT markup language, the XML extensible markup language, JSON, JavaScript object notation. So YAML is a human readable syntax where we can view the code and we can read. It helps to understand very easily and quickly. The indentation here helps to know like whatever the changes are made and how each step is gonna work, what are present in each step. Here XML, as we know in HTML, here we use tags like microservices, and we need to close the tag so that it can function very effective way. And JavaScript object notation, here is the syntax we use. I go for the YAML because it is easy to understand and easy to read, and every step is easily understood by the other users who want to use the YAML file we have created or someone has created using the .yaml extension. So these three file formats can be saved as like YAML file can be have the extension .yml or .yml. Extensible markup language have the extension of .xml. The JavaScript object notation has .json. So to use the CI/CD, we need to enable it. So when we use the Git instance, we need to create a repository in Git. Then we need to add a .gitlab-ci.yml file where we write the script to it, and we need to set up a runner so that we can see what is going on, how the pipeline is going to run and how the job's gonna do their work. And the CI pipeline is so here we have to know about the CI/CD pipeline. A pipeline is a runnable step-by-step path all software follows during its development life cycle. So a CI/CD pipeline shows what is going on in the background. So whenever we write a script mentioning the different stages, it shows in a job wise. So the pipeline are to be passed when the script is written in a good way. When the pipeline is successful, we can see a green tick mark, and when the job fails, we will get the red. We can view in a red. The blue color Let's know about the CI/CD pipeline. A CI/CD pipeline is a runnable step-by-step path all software follows during its development life cycle. A typical CI/CD pipeline builds code, runs tests, and safely deploys a new version of the applications. We can see a stepwise process what is going on and how the pipeline is going to be passed. So the advantages of CI/CD pipeline are we can deliver the software in a fast deployment of new software updates, and transparent logs of all code, build, test, and deployments are can be viewed, like how the log gonna be passed and what are the code changes have done, like how the tests are going to be passed. uh, Let's know about the CI/CD pipeline. A CI/CD pipeline is a runnable step-by-step path all software follows during its development lifecycle. A typical CI/CD pipeline builds code, runs tests, and safely deploy a new version of the application. So the advantages of using CI/CD pipeline are fast deployment of a new software updates, and the transparent logs of all code changes, tests, and deployments. Whatever the mini changes we have made in the script, we can view in the pipeline. Does the changes are helpful for the project? Does the pipeline got success, or do any errors are occurred, so that we can fix there itself. So to know more about CI/CD pipeline, let's create a repository in our Git instance and check how the pipeline works. So here I am creating a project, a new project. So let the project name be a new CI/CD. So to run the CI/CD in our repository, there should be an existing file, or it may be a single commit. Let's create a new file called index.html. Let's write something in it. So here I write like something welcome. Let's commit it. Commit from the master branch. So go to the repository. To create a CI/CD file, we need to create a new file with the extension .gitlab-ci.yml. So I create a new file here. Here I create a new file. Let's select this template as .gitlab-ci.yml. So here I write a single script as say hello. Indentation to be followed must. Script, the script has to be in small letters. Let's give an echo of hi world. So let's run this pipeline. So let's check the pipeline. Here we can see CI/CD pipelines. Let's create a new file with the extension .gitlab-ci.yml. So we can write the YAML file as so the syntax has to be followed in YAML, as we need to mention the job name and the script and the echo of like whatever the changes you have made, like whatever the comments you wanna do. Let's commit this and check the pipeline. Let's go to the pipeline. So as I mentioned, here we can view the blue, which is a job running. So here you can see the number, which is a pipeline ID. So by clicking it, we can view like what is going on in the background. Here is the test is going on. As I mentioned, the job name as say hello. The pipeline takes time to run and to give the status as a success. Let's wait for some time. So you can see the pipeline has passed, which is say hello, or we can see here tick mark in a green color, passed. The status is passed. If we had any errors, it gives us the pipeline has failed. This is the single pipeline I have written. We can mention many jobs. uh, this is the single job script I have written. We can use multiple jobs. It may be a two or more than two. Let's get into the 4 stages CI.yml file. So as it takes time, I have written somewhere in my PC, and now I'm gonna copy the script and paste it here. So here are the different stages. The indentation is must in the YAML file, otherwise it gives the syntax error. Let's commit this. So here we can view the pipelines. So it's gonna run from the initial stage 1, 2, 3, 4 stages. In meantime, let me discuss about the script. Here I have mentioned 4 stages as clean, build, test and deploy. Let's get into the first job as job cleaning. The stage is clean and the script is echo cleaning the code. Similarly, we mentioned to the other jobs also as job building. The stage is built and a script for job testing and job deploying. For the YAML script is to be in this way: has a job name, the stage and the script, and we mention the commit changes or the whatever it may be in an echo form. Here I mentioned the comments to know what is going on and how it gonna work. So here it says let's define a job with every stage. As I mentioned, the 4 stages. So when we write the stage clean and next we write the script, this tag tells GitLab to run the job for clean stage. So as well as for the job build, in a job building also it says the GitLab to run build stage. For the in testing it says to run the test stage. It tells the GitLab to run the deploy stage. So we can check the status of the pipeline as it takes more time. Let's see. Here we can view the 2 jobs have passed and the third one is going to pass. So as I said, we can get into the pipeline ID and check what's going on. So these 2 have passed and it says the job is running for the testing. In Cicd we can get into the jobs. So the third one also passed and fourth one still have to pass. Here we can view the CI lint. Whatever the script I have written in a gitlab-ci.yml file, you can check the code linting here. So here we have to give the code and let's validate it. It says does the syntax is right or a wrong one, so that we can paste it in our CI.yml file if we have any doubts. So as I worked on it, I directly written the YAML file. So it's time to check the pipelines. The last stage has to be passed. So there are different scripts are present for different languages. I can see my files as, so the 4 jobs have run, every stage has passed, so we can see the 4 stages here, and here we can know the timing, how much time it took to pass. So this is about the CI pipelines and the multiple jobs we have run. This is the picture I have kept. I worked earlier. So now my co-speaker gonna introduce you about the Salsa CI and how the scripts gonna work further. Thank you.
Hi, thanks, Ravli. That's a very nice broad outlook on how CI and CD really work, and the pipelines and the jobs and the project outflow on Salsa or any GitLab instance. So GitLab is a very powerful platform utilizing this DevOps lifecycle in the production in very convenient way. Likewise, in Debian, what we usually do is we make things available to low contributors like me or like contributors like you. We all together work on bringing several kind of applications into the Debian. So that is called what is packaging. So in Debian, there is a larger group of social construct. People from all around the world always do package on JavaScript libraries and Python libraries, PHP libraries, and all the programming language libraries which is need of the hour. For example, if you work on if you find something that needed should be in the Debian, I think you want to do the package, so you can do it. There's no problem. It's just a matter of time. Maybe in an hour, in half an hour, you can do that. So there are different processes involved here. I'm not going to every detail of the process that involved in the packages. I'm covering the Salsa CI, especially these pipelines, in the talk. So while before going to that, let's see how a package look like. How a package look like in Debian. So for example, this is the Salsa group. This is what the Debian GitLab instance called Salsa. Don't ask me why it is named as Salsa. You can ask. You can ask people and IRC or Matrix if you are around. Maybe you can type the a fun question on Q&A as well. So okay, let me see this. For example, take a look at this package. Take a look at this package. So there is something called upstream, which is not in the, which is a package not in the Debian. We call it as upstream. And so what we usually do is we get the upstream package and we use tools to Debianize the project, meaning adding a Debian related stuff to that. So for Debian related stuff, we usually have all these things: upstream, copyright, control, compat, rules, watch file, if there are any linting errors, you want to override it, say that to the Debian people, yes, this needs to be done, you can do that. And we'll go for it in a meanwhile. We'll go with for a minute. Why is this YAML file is here? We'll go in a bit. There's no problem. So yeah, this is how a package looks like. So this is some dependency to some other project. I think the GNU Social, I guess. Okay. So yeah. So what's next? Now, what if I want to package something that is outside the Debian? Let's say I found a JavaScript module, which is a Node framework. I want to bring it to Debian. So what I have to do? You can, I think you can see my console or terminal. So there is a tool for searching. There's a tool for searching dependency or making projects to Debianize the project. Call this as npm to deb. So you have to install this npm to deb. It's like sudo apt install npm to deb. So I already have it, I already installed it, so it's the latest version I have. So now let me guess my commands. So I did something around some projects. So for example, if I take this one, npm to deb, I want to search for noob 6. So let's see, are there any packages or depends on it? So awesome, there are no module. Noob 6 has no dependencies. That is good, right? That is awesome. So now let's see if it's already available in somewhere else, or maybe in Debian. Excuse me. Search noob 6. Found HTTP, but that's okay. It doesn't matter at this point of time. So here there are no similar packages left. So next is to let's see what is noob 6. I mean, where it is, who is the maintaining it, who is the author of the noob 6 project. So let's see that. That's a simple HTTP error. There is some problem with my internet connection, I could guess. Maybe we'll look at it, no problem. Meanwhile, we see this. So there's the version 1.0.9. Here's the home page. License is expat, and there is no this package in Debian. So now what we can do is npm to Debian create noob 6. Voila, that's it. Wow, nice. So there are some things that I have to fix. It's asking me to fix me. Okay, so what it will do is I'll go to this folder. Then it gave me a Debianized version of the package, which is Debian folder. In this, now I have to change log. So I'll tell you, what is that? So usually if you set your global username with the with your preferred email, you should get this. As I didn't do it, so I have to do it manually. So here it is an initial release. So I'm using a KDE environment. So that's why okay, I don't know why. So here first of all we have to tell Debian that I'm going to I intend do this package, so that you can start working on it. No one else in the class with it. Maybe someone wants to do it, you can collaborate with them, they can collaborate with you. So that's why you need to raise an ITP issue. We don't talk on it here. We'll just focus on the CI, but I really want you to go through the work in needed and work in needed prospective packages page. I'll share the link with all of you, with the debcon. You can search online on the web, there's no problem. So for the main reason regarding this is, just a minute, this is how the version should be. As I'm using a KDE version, that's why it gave me 1.0 Ubuntu 1, so it doesn't matter. For Debian releases we have to do this 1, and so if you raise an ITP, it will give you a bug number, you have to put here and you have to close it here. Or if this package is closing some issue, for example, there's a bug with saying that no noob 6 package isn't its dependency, someone should fix it. So you can mention that bug number here, it will close this. So that's the process. So I didn't raise an ITP, and just showing how to do these things. And so yeah, change log is done, and next is there is a control saying that fix me. So let me go to the fix me. See, this is all given by the new npm2 dev tool. And so let's say put your name here. Put your mail ID in the aux. So standard version is 1.5. I'll tell you why. And this is deprecated. So we're not using this anyway. We are using Salsa. This is the older version of the Git that all of Debian folks use that. So let me check it. Just give me a moment. Let me check the JS team there. Javascript maintainers. No luck. Let me search again. Yes, JS-team is correct. So here, so it should build for all the architectures. So here we have to change all the description. So for that, let me get back here again. Some description here. Where is it? Okay, maybe I'll go to the source URL. So you all are seeing my console. I'm just searching on my browser the link that I found. So I'll just show you in a while till I complete here. Now in control file, what we do is we will add a description here. So this is what I found for and their for homepage in the GitHub, and write something like it is a Node.js module, dependency module, because the first line in the description should be empty. So that's the key. And yes, we remember the control. And what else have to fix? Copyright. Nice. Copyright. Here. What else? Yes. Here we have to give our name and mail ID. So I'm writing that. My name, arcs, and that's it. So nothing left. So this is how we do things. Now I did this beforehand to interrupt any connections that are while I'm doing this. So let's go to that file, and you can see all the things here, but one thing I added is this one, salsa-ci. So I'll open that. You can, sorry, that's it. So you have to tell your pipeline, you have to write your CI job to use this pipelines. One is the salsa-ci and pipeline jobs YAML. We'll go through these files in a while. Let's see what can we do with these files. Now I'll change to my browser. Yeah, I came here before, searched for JavaScript team, and then I look at the description of this package. That's it. And so I did push this to my profile. So the rule is you have to add a CA file here, whatever the changes you say. Whatever the information or the jobs, or what jobs have to run, what are the stages that you have to define here, and you have to tell here. So I included these two pipelines here. So let's see. So they already ran around. I'll just go through the pipelines and jobs. I hope you're following me. So I'll go here. I'll just say this one. So this is how the pipelines work. It will extract the source, which is a provisioning state, and it will build the for different architectures, and it will build the source packages as well. And these are different tests. This is Debian intensive tests on your package and our packages that we do before coming into the Debian project. So each of these tests defines various levels. Auto package test will run a write on an entire package. We shall see linten. Linten is like it will check entire code repository. Will check linters, spacing, white spacing, trying, or maybe a syntax promising errors if there are any found in the Debian folder, or you are missing, you are lagging behind a newer version of Debian things. Into that, I'll show you what it is. PUPR parts, popularity, contexts, tests, and reproducible tests, build all tests, build any tests. So different types. There's a lot of different types of tests that these pipelines will do and do it for you. So this is most of the build is done. So there are a couple of linten errors. There are a couple of linten errors. So these are the linten errors. That I down. So these are the linten errors. Now, so how do you know what else are there in these builds, in these jobs? So there we have these artifacts, and you can find for every job. For example, I'm in the linten now. This is the job artifacts. You can download it or you can browse it. Go here and then output, and you see this HTML. So this is what this HTML is. So it's saying a couple of warnings, intense, pedantic. So these are different types of linten tags that I have to fix before going to Debian or before any Debian developer have to see these things. So there are white spaces are there. There's something. This is an error, so I have to fix it. Extended description, which I took this just a minute ago. So yeah, this is so fine. Yeah, we have to do these things manually and go back to that, and we have to come back here and we have to give the same pipeline again. So this is how CI works. So let's see what exactly are there in the pipelines. There are very large pipelines because there's a very hectic job that all those things that are automated in the Debian ecosystem, packaging ecosystem. I'll see a long build stages. No worries. We're gonna come by one by one. So here it is. There are a couple of variables. So we don't have to worry about it. So GitLab usually have this shared runners, which is the container registries, where you all share these Docker images there. So it will do the job for you. So that's what the strategy behind this. So here are the rules that we have to define here. So these are all are variables that this entire script uses, this entire ammo uses. There are different stages that we have just seen there: provisioning, build, publish, and test. So we haven't go to the public stages. Am I right? Let's see. I'm just recollecting. We haven't go to the publish, right? So where do the artifacts have to say here? You have to define here, and these are the provisioning steps. So this is how I can just so this is how the scripts will build the package. You don't have to. Usually, we have to worry about our source systems if we don't use the chroot. It's just a way back many long days ago. We used this chroot to have a environment, a Linux environment, entire Linux environment within the shell, like that. Maybe virtualization, basically. Yeah. So this is how we build the packages. This will give you exactly what they want. So go through it. You'll understand if you are familiar with the shell scripts. If you are familiar with the defining environment variables, and if you are familiar with what we call this bash RC profiles and scripting on that, it'll be easy to understand that there's nothing complex here. It's just a couple of rules to get to the system, and everything will do. So this is how this done. Go to the publish. Okay. So this test requires a couple of key assignments. So you do remember, you should be having a GPG case where you sign the package and you send to mentors with the changes.changes file. So when you have a whole artifact, for example, let me show it. So I'll go with this build. Let's browse it. So here you see this one, which is this one. You have to commit this to mentors. You have to commit this file to mentors. Mentors will do the process to get into Debian. So the process is very simple. You fetch for a project, you figure out which module it is, whether it is a JavaScript or Python or PHP. Use appropriate tool for that. For PHP, there are PHP peer module is there. We can feel for use that. Python, there are different type of packaging is there. It will just create a Debian file for you. You just have to do the manual things. The things that I have just shown to you. So so this is how it can be done. And there is one more pipeline that we have just saw. I'll just go there. I'm sure you're following me. There's a Q&A. You can ask there at the end of the session. There's a 10 minutes Q&A. I'm gonna answer the questions there. So this is another thing that provisioning way to extract this provisioning shorts. What to do is build, where it will go. I mean, just extending this one, extending the pipelines. So I'm not going to this a little more drag us time. So you have to just so the main focus on you is to get the Debianized folder and just add this, include these two YAML scripts. That's it. Package is done for you. And if there are any linten tags, you resolve them. To resolve these linten tags, you can cite. If, for example, if I click here, where is it? Where is it? For example, if I click here, so it is suggesting me that something else pointing there. After May 1st, 2018, created after hosting a new version of Git with audio, then this come read only in May 2019, should migrate to Git hosting on Salsa. This is a GitLab instance. So yeah, so I should change that to GitLab-ci.yml. That's what I did. So I'll do that. That's no problem. I'll do that again. Commit it and let's see. I'll push into the Debian. No problem with that. Mm. So what else? Um, so I'll be sharing some links with you. You can take a note of it. So here you find all the things that you want to do for packaging things. I said propose a package, file a WMPP bug. For example, we have to look for the maintainer. We have to upload it to the Debian. Just go through it. You can understand it. And we have to publish it, the package, using these tools. Next, mentors. But we have to sign up an account first, and this is how we have to do the things there. So we're gonna read this section for a while. I'll show the WMPP also. So just go through it. You'll understand what type of reports are there. There's an ITP, signing into package, orphan, request for option, request for help, request for package. These are things that are already in the Debian. You have to check for a bug. Use view. You have to use report bug tool. That's it. So I said in the change log that we have to change a bug number depending upon the bug type. For example, if we want to do this package which is not a Debian, we have to file an ITP using this report bug. Here you can find a template. WMPP template is there. Where it is. So anyway, you can find it in many more templates here, and then you will see how things goes. If you want any kind of help, like for example, you are stuck on something on the packaging, so where you go, you can go to this channel where you can type. I'll just type here. You have to go to this Debian-mentors. So either on IRC or Matrix, you have to join this channel, and you can ask the questions there. So anyone can help this, and yep, this is what is salsa-ci is. So ready for QA? Thank you. So yeah, I put the differences here already. I put some more that I will share with you.